So hi guys, so it's going to be a quite boring broadcast, but we're going to go through with it. I'm seated in a Toyota Wish, which I also believe is on sale. I could not get myself a car yesterday. And I also literally don't have my time. Like can't over. Hi guys, Ayuka Blair, akatuhurira Boaz, broadcastable wangako. Amina, waswa Chigundu, how are you? Munange, I sold my car yesterday. Someone bought it. I'm happy, but I'm also sad because I could not get a car. And I got a very big lesson yesterday, but I'm going to share. Thank you guys for being top fans. I see the crowns there. I see the crowns. I'm soon going to be explaining what those crowns mean and what the numbers mean. They definitely mean something, but I have to figure it out. I'm home today. Today I went and worked out with Chris Fitness. So I think I'm a little bit stronger. I'm not bigger. I don't think I'm bigger. Chris told me I need to eat more protein. He tells me I don't eat a lot of proteins. Arthur, that guy you were with in the car during Gymkhana, is he your brother? Yes, that's my cousin. That's my cousin. Hi, Godfriend Tambala, Ugambo. So guys, the entire last week I did not run. So next week still I'm not going to run. I need to clean these glasses. Where are my old glasses? Okay. So I'm a little bit disorganized. Hi, Kasule Ramadan. How are you? Which car you mean? Project car? No, I sold the car I've been driving. This one almost looks the same like the car I've been sitting in. But it's different, you guys should see. Like, really. So if I hadn't said, you guys would not have noticed. I'm in a Toyota Wish. Let me see which model this car is. Let me see which model. I'm trying to think that will fix our network. I'm trying to think that will fix our network. Done. Let me see if it fixes it. And then, guys, someone told me I have dates. I like eating dates, yeah? Like these things, And then someone was telling me, you're supposed to eat only one date a day. I mean, one date in the morning and one date in the evening. That's what they told me. I'm not sure. So, for the guys that network now, this time it's not my network, it's your network. Let me wait for you guys to come back as I sort these things. Intend, yes, Kazoba. Ogambo otya Kazoba. Na imoroka ngi bagitutte. Ningina mu bondi nemero ofune moroka. You guys are back. Welcome back. So, bulido bayemize ebintu bino. I used to think that maybe sometimes I tell these stories and I don't believe them myself. This is a Toyota Wish 2008, but the old shape. I am sure it's on sale. So I was lucky as the person was taking my car. I called this person. jangu ntekemuko ku bintu byange. So he came, yesterday I was babysitting my sons. So he came, I put my things in the car, and then we headed out to Nakawa to buy a car. And the thing that happened is when we were sure about the price of the car, yeah, we were very sure. Kazoba toyinza enemoroka yenywa nze wishi sigisobola mbabuulira mbadde manyidde characteristics kange badde manyidde characteristics enenywa. Okay, maybe sitekamu full tank. Manyi when basadde full tank change over the fuel gauge goes down a little faster because it's not full tank. Maybe that's my issue, but I think it actually consumes fuel. Yeah. But the people that drive like the Toyota Wish, I think they are used to it. So I think this is the later version of the Toyota Wish. Some of you guys that bought the Wish old shape later on, this is the one you bought. So we head out to the bond, and we head out to the Indian, and we did not go with the broker, and we talked to the Indian. We thought we'd bargain the money a little lower, you know, my thing, and the Indian just upped the price. But then later on, talking to one of the brokers, he went to the Indian reduced a little. So we knew, and actually before even the Indian like upped the price, the Indian first told us, you know what, the car was sold. The car was sold. But we knew it wasn't sold. How else would we be inspecting the car if it was sold? And yeah. So, but when we talked to another broker, and they said, yeah. So we're waiting tomorrow to see if we can get it. We're waiting tomorrow to see if we can't get it, I'll go somewhere else, definitely. I had just let this one, but if we can't get it, I'll go somewhere else. That's the method, yeah? But for the love of cars, you go somewhere else and take that one. But the one thing I learned, I think today I did a video on TikTok where I was talking about how important brokers are. And me, I know brokers are important. Now, this has been my own experience. It was me. And I had already seen this car some time ago, and I knew the price. But because this time I did not have a broker involved, the other dude increased. Now, this is something I've been telling you guys for a very long time. When you go directly to the Indians or whoever, those guys, all Pakistanis or something, they will sell you a car at the same or even more than how much they will sell it with the broker involved, even when the broker gets some money. Yes. I gave you an instance, for example. I'll give you an instance because for us, normally, when we're going to buy a car, I would know if we're going to, let's say, if we go to like, that place is Lumumba, there are brokers there that know where each car is. They know the owner, so they can speak directly to them. They have a rapport with them, and they have a way of bargaining their things. If we go to Bakuli, there are people there that I know would not give us trouble. If we go to Nakawa, the people that I know that will not give us trouble. Now, the thing that happens with cars, I'm thinking it's also the thing that happens with land. I saw a comment of someone saying even electricians, it works. That an electrician will quote for you prices of wires when they're going to like do wiring for your house, of wires, bulbs, sockets, and then you will think it's expensive. The quotation might be 1 million. I think that even the electrician is eating some money. And then you decide to like skip the electrician and then just go directly to the shop. So when you go to the shop, you end up spending a little bit more, or even more, like double. And then for you at that time, the thing you're telling yourself, oh, I've got an original. But in actual sense, you end up bringing it to the guy, and the things you brought are fake. So some of those things he will just use them, or some of the things he will tell you, go back and bring this other type. And then you go back to bring that other type, and it will even be more expensive than that. You get. So I saw it yesterday. So now, because the dude saw us, if we're going to get that car cheaper or the price that we thought we're going to get it, we cannot go there. We have to find a way of getting that car without us going. Because the dude saw us. If he sees us, he will still up the price. So the dude will not see us. And if we fail, I'll go to another place, definitely. I'll definitely go to another place. But that thing that you experience is, so I'd love to tell you, Yala bwekuba Arthur, what can I downgrade from my new model Spacio to Ipsam guy at 10 million? Malayo nesigaza kuka balance. Okay, let me see. How much are you valuing your car? How much are you valuing your car? It depends on how much you value your car. But okay, let's just imagine you're keeping 10 million. If you're keeping 10 million, you want a big car? Are you picky about what car you want? I'm thinking, this thing brings air. It brings air that would be good for the broadcast tomorrow. So, okay. So if you're keeping 10, Vitz would be a choice. If you're lucky, you can get the Vitz RS. That would be a very good buy. Vitz Mark II Grand. Don't go to the guy or Ipsam. Don't. I'm thinking just go to the Mark II Grand. And then if you're not, okay, people don't like the Mark II Musota, but me, I would definitely, if I found the Mark II Musota like at 9 million and it's like in top condition, I'll buy the Mark II Musota any day. If you find an Alteza, buy one. Now, all those cars are 2 liters and above. It's only the Vitz RS that I said that is like 1.3, but they are very rare. It will be very rare for you to find it. So look at the Mark II Grand, Mark II Musota, Alteza. If you find like, no, those 3 cars are the ones that are easy to sell because even if you're going through a tough spot, you'll not go through a tough spot for more than 2 years. So I'm thinking you want to sell. I was going to say Cresta, Chesa, but those cars are hard to sell. The Mark II Musota, Altezas, those are very easy cars to sell when it comes time for you to go back up. Yeah, Richard Damude, how are you? So Mark II Grand, Mark II Musota, Alteza. Even the Alteza is not so common, but it's there. So Mark II Grand, and then Alteza. Which other car is there? 10 million. If you get a Corolla like mine, then Namukade, the one that I drove for Gymkhana, that would also do. Now I'm only looking at cars that you can sell very easily, yeah, like you without making a very big loss when you're selling, yeah. Hi Abiola Pounds, how are you? You're lost. So go and replace it with the BMW 2025 model. No, Richard. Me, I'm a fuel person. I'm a fuel calculator. I calculate fuel. So I'll tell you what I bought probably Tuesday. If I buy it tomorrow. If I don't buy it tomorrow, I'll still be in my wish on Tuesday. Yeah, but tomorrow's broadcast in the morning will be in a wish. But the wish actually moves. It consumes. According to me, I've been used to my Ractis. And you see, even my Ractis, I'm trying to get something that consumes even less. And you can imagine someone that says, I want something that consumes less than a Ractis driving a wish for 2 days. It's a pain. Like today, I drove it to the gym. Like yesterday, I put 100,000. I drove, this guy gave me the car from Nakawa. So I drove because there was a lot of jam in town. I drove all the way around with the bypass, and then went back to town. And then I drove, I think I went a bit to Nansana, and then I came home. Now, the 100K almost went to a quarter tank. Maybe the gauge is faulty. I may be saying the car consumes fuel, and the gauge is faulty. Now it's at empty. Maybe they're saying the car consumes, it doesn't consume the fuel. But the fuel gauge went up. Putting 50K first, and then the car light keeps lighting, and the gauge doesn't even move. Then I put another 50K. Again, the gauge did not move. And then later on in the night, I saw the gauge going up to almost quarter. So I thought, okay, 100,000, put it to quarter. But man, I must get a car tomorrow. But AC full time, Baba, I had a little fuel and came back from Kono and saved some fuel. What do you mean, Kazoba? What about fuel consumption? The fuel is okay. The fuel is almost like the Ractis, if not the same. But this one is 1.8. This one is 1.8. So I'm thinking it, and it has big tires. So the big tires also increase the fuel. But the tires that are on are new for the people that are looking for a wish. This wish you can drive the tires that are on here for 2 to 2.5 years if you don't drive the distance that Arthur does. 15 mil, can I get a good wish? Yes, I'm thinking it won't be so good though. A wish will be like 18, 19, 18, 19, 18, 19, 18, 19, I'm telling you. So if you have 18 million and then you get it at 16, you're safe. But if you have 15 and then you don't get one that is good, then you're not safe. Because this one is a UBM. I don't know. I intended to call this person to ask him how much he's selling, but then I forgot. I wanted to ask him before the broadcast. But I'm going to have an answer for you tomorrow. how much is this one? Now this one has that thing, the mounting needs replacement, and then something kakona masao indabirwamu yetaga replacing, it has a crack. Those are the 3 things that need to be worked on this car. The rest of the things are in very good condition. AC works, radio ngada na ye yogera FM. How much you sold it off, if you may share with us, value for money? I sold my Ractis at 24 million shillings. And then as a top up, I gave him a tracker, the tracker that was in the car, at 200,000 shillings. The alarm was already installed. It had an Android radio. It had screens in the back. I had put tires last week. Yeah, I put new tires. The week we went for Jimukana. Again, a 4 tires. So the distance he's driving, he's going to drive those tires for like 2 to 3 years. What else? I think that's it. 24. It was a good buy for him. It was a good buy. The car was UBP. Yes. So I've shared. I'm not sharing the pictures for their privacy for now. I'll share the pictures later. Which Toyota Primo would you suggest by year and engine capacity? Any Toyota, don't buy the Toyota Supers, the Primo Supers. I mean, don't buy the Primo Supers. Don't buy the Primo Odares, the old ones. And I don't recommend that you buy the generation that came, the Primo X's. No. I only recommend don't buy the Never See Light, don't buy. I only recommend for you to buy the Primo 2008 and above. Yes. Those are the Primos that I recommend that you buy. Why? They're on. And you can get them at literally the same price as the other Primos, yeah? 25, 26, you can get one that is a UBC, UBD, UBE, there. You get it. After I'm having a hard time for the latest 2 weeks to decide between the XT Subaru and the BMW 2016. Brian, you have money. Buy the XT, don't buy the BMW. I know you want me to tell you to buy a BMW, but no, buy the XT. But at this rate, the way people are complaining about Subarus and the maintenance, it might be literally the same as buying buying the BMW. But buy the Subaru. Buy the XT. Buy the XT. Buy the XT. The BMW is a thing of flexing, but maintenance-wise, it will disturb you. You'll end up learning how to fix a car. What I was saying was, I was seeing like a fuel light while coming from Mukono. I was humble. I switched off the SC. Nenzi janga antokota. Esa yongera mukatono na dira mujame. After that was a good buy. Would you recommend a Mitsubishi Outlander as compared to the Subaru? No. I would not recommend an Outlander. You know, I find it's easier for you to, like, if a car is being driven by a lot of people, yeah, and like literally in our communities, in our circles, we know someone that has driven a Subaru for 2 to 3 years, right? How many of you guys know someone that has driven an Outlander for 2 to 3 years and ajivuga every day? How many people do you know that have driven a Mitsubishi Outlander for 3 years every day? We all know someone that has driven a Subaru every day for the past 3 years, but we don't know anyone that has driven a Mitsubishi Outlander for 3 years every. You see the thing of there are so many Nissan X road, but they're all new. Most of them are the very new models, yeah. And for us saying that just count the number of cars on the road, people end up buying histories because there are too many. The actual question should be, buy a car that you've seen, that you know people, at least 3 people in your circles that have been driving that particular type for 3 years, driving it every day. For me, the only person that I know that is driving the Mitsubishi Outlander drives it once or twice a week. And literally, if they drive it this week, next week, a mechanic comes. You get it? So I would not recommend it. And I know this person, I advised him against buying it. So many people advised him against buying the Outlander. But it's constantly still driving his old car. Outlander. Toyota Sienna, yes, you can drive the Sienna for 5 years. Kati famali mu Kamori, how do we get the crowns for regular Kamori members? I'm going to figure out that thing out. Even me, I'm still studying the crown, but I'm going to be giving you answers probably tomorrow. I'm not worried of maintenance because I have driven X5 daily, drive for, and then I would do SQ5, but I'm looking for value for money. Brian, what is value for money for you? There are people that count value for money in terms of, like me, Brian, I drive 120 kilometers daily. 120 kilometers daily. 20 of those kilometers, I will say at Maram Road. 20 of this. It's a must 20 at Maram Road. This actually driving this route that I realized that my car was in top condition. Emoroka yange wadde terina daka kuba wa maasawo. Yadde naka. Ate nga njivuga 20 kilometers of Maram every day. Nengatako bindi bya chorus. It's very hard for me to drive your car on Maram. So, Brian, I do 120 kilometers daily. For me, value for money is being able to do 120 kilometers every day for a year, for 2 years, when my car has not broken down even once. Actually, 1 year without the car breaking down even once, for me, that's value, okay? I want the car to not break down, no AC breaking down, no tire, I don't want to lose tire pressure. I don't want any kind of breakdown for my car. You get? So if I can drive my car for a full year and I do my 120 kilometers every day and my car doesn't break down, then that's a good car. That's value for money. You get? Then I would add on, for me, I calculate maintenance. I don't want to be investing a lot of money in a car. You get? Because at the end of the day, when it's time for you to sell the car, the person you're selling the car to will not calculate the maintenance. You get it? They calculate like, okay, how much was it last year? How much is it now? And then, okay, which car is it? How much value does it lose? And obviously, we always get to a point where we have to sell. So for me, value will come to me not investing a lot of money in maintenance. Does it not fail every day? Does it not consume a lot of fuel? For me, that's value for money. And then, of course, at the end of it all, when I sell it, will I make a loss? I do not make a loss. Like in the past 4 years, I've not made a loss with any car. You get it? Now, in the practice, I did invest more than 24 million. From buying it, from buying it to putting tires. I've put 2 sets of tires since I bought it. That's 2 million. The car did not come with sport rims or alloy rims, so I put alloy rims. The car did not come with an Android radio. I put that. Did not come with the screens. I put the screens. Because I was buying air cleaners. When I buy air cleaners, I buy in bulk. So I gave him an extra air cleaner. And I also gave him the offer. Suspension. He should just take the car to my mechanic. I'll pay for it because I know what I gave him. So for me, if I'm buying a car like that gentleman, he got real value for money. Why? He got free access to a mechanic without paying any. It's like I sold him a car and I gave him warranty. But I told him the moment he goes to the village and comes back, the warranty is void. But as long as he's still driving around Kampala, you should just call Arthur. Where do I take the car? So for me, I believe that's real value. Now, there are people that count value in terms of when I drive my car to a parking lot, do I look different? If that's your value, then buy a BMW. You get in context of breaking down. But Brian, if you have been driving the X5, already, then I'm thinking I've figured out most of the things. Because you see, Brian, from what I know, most of those exotic cars, they break down because people don't give them the maintenance that they need to give them. Like they don't change the air cleaner in time. They don't give it the right coolant. They don't give it the right oil. They don't give it the right plugs. You get it? They don't work on the wiring the way they are supposed to work on them, and they don't service at the time the intervals they're supposed to. As long as if you have been driving the X5, then I'm sure you figured it out. You already know what to do. Like me, I understand the cars I drive. Yesterday we were talking with I was with a mechanic, and this gentleman that bought the car, and then the mechanic was complaining. Asa agenda okuyitokanika emmoloka ye ng'oleda amanyi kyayagala okole ng'agamba jjayo kino kola kiri sente z'omulyako ntono nnyo olumu n'ebbeeyi y'ebintu aba abimanyi olumu agenda n'abyegulira. You get? So I'm thinking, Brian, you're like that with the BMWs. You should actually call me and I review BMW. I hide the number plates. Like you're going to see, we reviewed the Toyota TXL, like Toyota Prado TXL 2020, and we are hiding the number plates. We're intentionally hiding the number plates. We don't want them to show anywhere. Like how many people will give you their 2020 model vehicle to review? You get? But this person was nice enough to give us to go and review. I've seen people that have 2012 and they can't even if you tell them jango tulemunga tukola review or abebi tukola or abeji tuvugira, they would not. But they gave us a 2020 model Toyota Prado TXL, which cost about 220 million in the bond, and they let me drive the car. This person did not know me at all, but he said, Arthur, mugende muvuge. And we took the car, and we were with the car for like 2 hours, and then we brought it down. So value, Brian, I don't know what, if the value is in terms of breaking down. If you're going to buy the car from the bond, I don't think it's going to break down that. It won't break down for at least 2 to 3 years, right? If you maintain it properly. I don't think it will break down that much. Me, I think I have phobia for certain cars that even if you gave it to me for free, I would be worried that it's going to break down. For me, I think that's my issue. I have phobia. Mina phobia yomoro kokorachi okufa. Like you give me a Pajero GDI, I'd be worried it's going to break down anytime. That would be my worry. Give me a BMW, any sort of BMW, I have that phobia. I'd have to drive it for a month with it. Still I don't think I'll believe that it's not going to break down. Okay, the distance I drive is big. Like my distance, if a car that doesn't break down, if a car doesn't show me anything, then that car is in good condition. Like I drove, you guys, the Subaru Impreza N14 that we reviewed. You remember that N14? It was sold. I think it was sold on yesterday. It was sold yesterday. I didn't feel very good. It was a nice car. So you remember that BMW, that Impreza N14, it got to my home in good condition. And the next morning as I was going, you remember I told you. So for me, if I drive your car and it doesn't break down, it's in perfect condition. You get? What happened with the blue Subaru? Actually, the blue Subaru worked perfectly. It went back fine. Which other car was I given? I was given a Crown. Went back perfectly. But still I had the hub. The hub was not in good condition. Which other car have I ever been given? Like this one? Like the Kathinga Kakawansi, the owner did not know it. But when I put it on my Maram road like this, I felt it. You get? So if I drive your car and I don't fix anything, just know it's in good condition. It's very rare for me to not fix. Katumba Hamidu Karota Uganda, Patrick Motevi. I like the Sienta Neighbor Jivumanyo. Buy it if you like it. Buy it if you like it. Buy it if you like it. Recommend an upgrade on a Golf for 20 million is the budget. You can go to the Golf 7. Golf 7. Yeah, it is there. The 7 is there. I think the last Golf that I was sure of how it looks was a Golf 5. But you can go to the Golf. If it looks like you're a Golf person, you go to the Golf 7. The newer, the better. And me, I found that those cars, the mechanics, Toyota mechanics are deadly. The German mechanics are bad. Like the mechanics that fix German vehicles, they are thieves. Toyota mechanics are thieves. The mechanics that fix German cars are robbers. Baliba B. Majority of the people that drive German cars, if he can't keep it, it's normally the mechanic that buys it very cheaply, or the mechanic that just keeps it and till it rots until the person goes to the mechanic and says, the German mechanics are robbers. But Mwesigo, just go to the Golf 7. I'm sure you can get it. I know you can get it. Okay, a Golf 7 at 20 might not be so good. But me, yeah, Isaac, yeah. Me, I'm thinking, why don't you just get yourself a compressor? Okay, I still love Mercedes Benz. Like my love for them is not like it's not. You know when they say, have you seen women that say, "I no longer love with the heart, I love with the brain"? Me, I Mercedes Benz, but I love Mercedes Benz with the brain, not with the heart. I used to love Mercedes Benz with the heart, but then I realized it can break your heart. German vehicles can break your heart. I had my Golf 4. I loved it with the heart, and it shattered it. Like I bought four fuel pumps. Ate kati kupolo kyasukka. German machines can break your heart. So we have to love with the brain. Mercedes Benz, mwesibwa. Mercedes Benz. But you have been driving monster trucks. You should bring me and I. Newman Link. If you're single and not loaded, what car do you want to buy? Yeah, what car guys? Sunday Convo. Let's stick to conversation. Even if you have a question, find a way of phrasing whether it's a statement. It's unfair to Friday. You guys don't come on Friday to ask questions. And then Kazoba, Mark II Grand is in her. It's very hard for you to find a Mark II Grand 4-wheel drive. Whatever, even Mark X, it's very hard for you to find a 4-wheel drive. Mark X, I think they are there, but it's very hard. So Newman Link, what's your budget? German car mechanics, you need to be very aware. I saw a Golf 7 at 33. Is a compressor relatively reliable, or I consider the C200? Yeah, even C200 is a compressor. But me, I find that the newer the car, the new model of the car you buy, the better for you. And buy a compressor. Compressors. May have seen people that have survived with compressors. I even know someone that has a compressor, very old. Border to border. Me, I think, Isaac, I would actually recommend you go to Mercedes Benz. You see, German car mechanics are robbers, but then they have levels. I find that Mercedes Benz mechanics are a little bit civil. They don't rob a lot. Yeah, but golf people, banage golf mechanics. Oh, there is a guy in Chikori there. I won't say his name. He can come and sue me. Oh, that man in Edda. He's a big man. I think now he's like 50, because it's 5 years since I saw him when I had the polo. But that man, even stole my hard-earned money. Not like money to fix a car. Money. Even golf mechanics. Kati tugule moroka chi. Webata atubbe muganda wange. Izo nabajja baba naye aba obubi buli mu levels. Osegede Nelson. So Toyotas, it's very hard for someone to steal you. You know why? Every corner there is a Toyota garage. Every corner there is a Toyota mechanic. The reason why German mechanics can rob you, because there are very few German mechanics that understand what they are doing. But even those that don't know what they are doing are robbers. I feel like doing my project KVW bit on 1973. What do you think? Just out of do it, Henry, do it. Let me tell you guys. You know, most of the things that we do have no meaning. Do you realize that? Like most of the things that you do, some of you guys that drink beer, you drink beer and then what? Some of you guys that go swimming, you go swim and then what? Some of you guys that go clubbing, you go clubbing and then what? But you see a project car, you work on it bit by bit. And I think the next episode of the project car, you guys are going to see, we started the spraying. Yeah, we started the spraying. We did the first level of painting. Yeah, first level of painting. You see, the project car gives you a bit of satisfaction. At the end of the day, you can drive that car, or you can sell it, or you can use it at the auto show just to display. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. All the other things have no meaning. You see, a project car is like a house. You build a house, you sleep there. Or you build a house, you sleep there. So you build a project car, you drive it or sell it. Because people will always want to buy. Project car. I feel, okay, if you're only depending on salary, please leave German cars alone. and stick to Toyota. German machines need money to stay on the road. See, James, you should not say they need money. Say they eat money. They eat money. You see now this swish, eh? Akakanto akakona kale kali side ya passenger. Omuntu asobola kavuga omwaka. N'abeerawo but in a German car. Remember they are heavy. Akantu kayinza okukoona n'etutula n'engine. That's why most of the German vehicles that you guys wabagezeza kugula German vehicles, most of the German vehicles you have gone to buy, you sat in the vehicle and it had nothing knocking. Wansao. You have to fix them, otherwise you're going to get more trouble. You get good evening, starch events, chechiro, raktisi yafe wajidemo enkoko. So atemuna yesterday I was babysitting my kids. So after selling the car, after failing to get another car, so someone lent me this one. A friend of mine lent me this one. He sells cars as well. So he lent me this one. And for the people looking for a wish, this is the wish you should be buying. It's a UBM. It's clean. Car, of course, because it's a white car, it needs the cut done. But it's clean. It moves very well. It has all 4 new tires, air conditioning working. I think that's why it's consuming my fuel. You know, for the people that know wish, you wish you know butala wano wansi. Ogula obwote ngo butala bujja. Ate si butekemu oba butekemu. No butala. Yeah, those cars that have those things. And I love how it moves. I loved how it moves. It doesn't have multimedia controls, but it's clean. Yeah, I just don't like how the wish consumes fuel. This is supposed to be air fresh and air like filter. It has this thing here, which is supposed to, I'm thinking it's supposed to be an air filter up here. So yesterday, after we failed to get a car, I took my kids out. Dr. Kasule, Mugenda, you guys are going to bid. I'm just installing the bidding software on the website. When I put the bidding software on the website, you guys have to buy bidding rights. But where is a center? Where is a code? Now you access the bidding thingy, you bid. The results get displayed on the website. Gondi, Dr. Kasule Matia are bidding a million. Yeah. If you want to bid again, you pay again, you access the bidding dashboard, you bid. You'll bid, everyone bids. And if you guys don't bid to the level that I'm going to give you a minimum bidding, of course. Why? The minimum is what I've invested in the car. And I've invested heavily. What they do when you guys take your cars to spray, I am almost doubling it. Because nze nateseza n'omuntu nangamba ogenda kumpa sente bwezitinze enfuwe moroka. Nemuwanako. Kati nandika kagula material wange. Me, I buy the material. He tells me this is the best material you buy. This is the best material. And then he tells me, ideally, the process for like spraying a car, but the right way to do these things is like this. And that's what I mean. So I'm investing heavily, and people are charging me top dollar. I think because they know this is Arthur for the love of cars. Top dollar. You will see that car when you come for the convention. I've literally done things. Someone give me a tabo timer. Arthur, the wish I pay for it in installments. Every 2 months I pay 5 million. How much is it? I don't know how much it is. Because I was disappointed about not getting a car. Me, I wanted to buy my car yesterday. And so when he gave me the car, I dropped him off where he was going because he had to go pick another car. So I spent my evening with my sons. I took them out for ice cream, and I bought ice cream for them, and I looked at them struggle to finish the ice cream. I tell them you're supposed to eat like men. When you ask for ice cream, you eat it and finish. Hey, they had to eat the ice cream. You know how kids be when it's full. They eat the ice cream. Because in the beginning I wanted to buy them like a small one. Then they said we want the other one. Will you finish it? Yes. I told them okay. You're going to see. We are going to struggle with the ice cream. So starch, I don't know how much the wish is being sold. I'll have an answer tomorrow. It's UBM. It's good. I'm lucky. Nzendi lucky. olunaku lwe nadde sigenda funirawo motoka, someone came and picked me up with my things and my kids. Ndoza agenza olaba talina bwandika nga sirina motoka, naga ata ogira ovuga eyo bw'onoofuna emmotoka ogikomyewo. So anyway guys, awo enyimidde ndi kubigere nga mmwe. Ndi kubigere nga mmwe. Ndi kubigere. Ya kati mwaba. I don't want to drive any other person's car. Emmotoka zammwe zinywa. Me, I was used to my characters. I told you I tried them half tank yangi yamafuta. Oye yaguze raktisi yangi. I tried them half tank. Name everyone that buys, there is a person that bought a car from me and I tried them full tank. I'm telling you now, I had like fuel that morning, made it full. He came, I told him, why don't you buy this car? He said, let me take it to Madame. We drove it, went and saw Madame, and we saw Madame, and Madame liked the car, and they paid for my car. And then I went to the bond that very evening. I bought another car. The next morning, someone else bought it. That's how I bought the Ractis. Tori kubigero in a social capital of 50 million plus. By the way, onolina na answer moroka yinga sinafu na moroka, I'll get another car. Ina bakwe moroka bali abarabo naziba inazinywa. Someone will tell you after jango nechi Mark X wano. Most people have Mark X's. The moroka zibazi katibazi ka moroka zitanywa. Let me see which other car. Someone told me there's a Impreza manual. If I don't get a car tomorrow, I'll go get an Impreza. I'll get the Impreza. Mvugemo komweyo. So anyway, ndikubigere bantu bange, bobo ina yaka moroka nga wadde ononya gwokawa nga kalima bulungi zara moroka zi oyinza okumpita ata jankwe ML 350. Nze kasimu yatugamba service ye moroka million nya buli mwaka. So anyway, you guys mukitegedde kazoba ogenda gena maka 2 grand, maka 2 Musota oba Alteza. Those are the cars that I say will give you good value for money. Mark 2 grand mukama ayinza okukwatako n'ogisanga ne SA ekola. And guys, let me tell you, if you have less than 20 million, hey, you're hiring the Spacio now. Mvako! I see what you're doing, Kazoba. I see what you're doing. Nze. If I'm going to hire a car, I'm going to hire a hybrid so that I see how hybrids actually work. Then no one is hiring hybrids. No one is hiring hybrids. But of course, this person did not hire me their car. I have to give them money when I'm giving them back. That's like etiquette. When you borrow someone's car, when you give them the car back, you have to imagine that it's you that put it. The guy lives in town. Like Abera Bugorobi. Like he moves in town. For him, time is a bully. Whatever today I had to go to town. And to say, but Mazokola ne Chris. Nengamba. Niende muchivuga ekinyweshe n'ekimotoka. Nengamba, let me go to town at once tomorrow. Go look for my car. Ebyombi vem. Vitz 2004. Are you giving me? You're hiring me? You're selling me? Kati moroka njagala gula 210 kwa ambukanzi. Hey, you people think I'm joking. Mwinzo okwisanga nvuze moroka 217. Nganinye dara. Kati. One thing you guys have to know. The next car I'm buying it as an experiment for you. So that you figure out if it works. Hybrid is also, but whichever car I buy, I'm going to buy it as an experiment for you guys. In a way, 2008. Wamala Henry 2000. Otunda Center Maker. Someone wanted the car. How much are you selling, Wamala? You say in the broadcast the Impreza 2016, 30 to 32. I can't buy an Impreza, Kazoba. Sisoboda. I'll just go and borrow it. I can't put my money in the Subaru. No. I'm not going to kill money. Now there are people that are buying Subarus that are thinking, me, Mugugu oba chikumi. Nze nandi kuwadeka duet. Ismail. Nebwemba kubigere sitwala duet. Ismail, me I know what it means to be on the road when the car is broken down. Ngochimanyi, in the area where you are, there is no mechanic that can fix that car. They do it. Start, I'm going to inbox you. Easy. Nebo njinjaze Ismail. Nebo rumba duwete yo nompeda ke mitwaro 10 sitwala. Nze waliwe moroka ze manyi. Nze oba moroka ezo za ankolimira ngiyagala kunda gakoborazi. Ismail duet ne ayayayayayaya. buy a Fielder 2010. I don't like the Fielder that much. Mama Aban, I tell you, Mama Aban, Tayaga Fielder. Tayaga Fielder. Mama Aban's brother drives a Fielder. I think I don't know why she doesn't like the car, but she just doesn't like it. I don't want to bring a car at home go mukazi tajagala. Nga tajimanyi. Umanyi, a woman asoro kubere nga tajagala moroka nga wadi tajimanyi. You can make her love it. But if she knows the car and she does not like it, then you're going to be pulling a rope. Asa, nebo otuwalada fa aba Subaru. Tuli basanyufu. Nze sifudde yo. Atenga you guys, for Jimkana, I may buy a Subaru. Nkwe paso. Ha. John, ne paso jireke. Mama Abani, lumu, nga mugamba she should take an Uber. Umwana wa pasa amuleta. She go to office, nangamba honey, paso sijiddamu. Era mwenziramu okuyita Uber. Ne bandaga paso, I will cancel. I don't know. Paso is not that comfortable. Anyway, John, nze mvuga maram for like 9 kilometers, maram. So I want a car that is actually a bit comfortable for the maram, for me, my kids. And if you're going to drive 9 kilometers in the morning, 9 kilometers in the evening, yeah, it really needs to be comfortable, even for me. Then echidala, paso ontono. But I would drive a paso. I think I'll drive. I did a review of the other paso. It felt good. I think kaina man. Are you going to pay inspection fees? Yes, Ninde. I'm going to pay inspection fees. I work with a mechanic. I'm going to work with a mechanic tomorrow. I will pay him money for helping me. I paid him yesterday. But if we don't get the car we inspected yesterday, then I have to pay him again tomorrow. Name baga imi I pay. That's one thing you need to know. I understand the value of people's time. I also understand that people have responsibilities, yeah? And it's very hard for a man to come from his home. I think and this is something I've learned. Every time you pay people for their labor, they pray for you. I think if I am blessed the way I'm blessed, it's because of people that I've been working with and paying religiously. But and I think that's the thing that happens with people that own big businesses. They've said after Toyota Noah a good replacement for Spacio new model, I'm told a 4-wheel drive Noah is not a good option. In the same regard as CVT, I've been driving CVT. But they are CVT. I've never had a challenge. Just make sure the CVT does not get a leakage and just don't service it. And then 4-wheel drive, the new model cars, 4-wheel drive, gatamo yongera muka maintenance keko ka na yenga 4-wheel. Most of those 4-wheel drive cars have a button here. They have a button. Most of those 4-wheel drive cars, so you can disengage the 4-wheel drive, so it has no problem. And 4-wheel drive cars ideally are supposed to be more expensive, but they are the same price. I don't know why. So the Nua is a good replacement. I need to get an Ogura Nua Mugongo, but you need to be buying the new Nua, yeah, the 2010 and above, yeah, even 2008, I think. I think it's a Tanka 2008, 9, 10, 11. Buy the Valvematic. It's a very good replacement. Akram, hi. How are you? Munange say ani Mikel Yuji. I cannot put my money in Subaru. Ata bushes Subaru ni modongazi fanyo. I repair bushes every couple of months. Over Isaac, they put for you the bad bushes. Mechanics know the good quality bushes and bad quality bushes. So if they put the bad quality bushes, even in a Toyota, if they put bad quality bushes, they'll break pretty fast. If they put the bad bushes, just make sure, ask your mechanic to show you the different bushes. Then katali if you must. Or a bush chenungi bush chembi. When the question your mechanic and he decides to put the cheapest bushes he can get, yeah? They are not supposed to be dying. But every couple of months, what distance do you drive? What roads do you drive on? I would repair bushes in repairing 1.5 years, which means I repaired bushes every 8 months, 7 months. And the last couple of months in bad cycle, nabikora ruri. Oh, nabikora no rwasemba yo recently na iwe modoka yo nai. Ninte kambo bush we oyimeka bona botekam. Wembaga tebwagenda mwembaga wali okay. Nateeka mwezi awa no maaso wano practice. So every couple of months I think is okay. But Isaac, what distance do you drive though? Arthur, always been looking forward to get in touch. I want a room on 20 million down payment. Can you help me? How much would I need to have for a 2013? Blade, 20 million, you may not get a good Rumion. A good Rumion will probably cost you 23 to 25 million. But a new one in the bond, I'm not talking about 2013, I don't know how much that costs, but a new one in the bond 2010, 2009, 2011 might cost you 32 to 33 million. So this is what I recommend, Blade. Get your 20 million, add like a 2 to 3 million, go to the bond, give them that money, get a Rumion. A used Rumion at 23, 24 is not worth the money, according to me. Ekazoba, mark to grand woma. Enyuma, it's one car that will give you value for money. Arthur, you go for a Noah. Cars with a good headroof are nice. So Noah, yes for you. Sally James, fuel consumption is top on the list for me. Nze mvuga kilomita 12 olunaku. Ngasigaseko kilometers za the inspection. That's me coming from home and back home 120 a day. So I cannot be driving a Noah. We must go and practice about day nywamu. Ate kitegeza Noah igenda kubeyongerako kunywa. So Amanda gaga rechargeable battery naziteekawo. Omanyi buli wotunde Morokai, then you realize there are things you could have forgotten. Agamanda gaga costinga sente nyingi. There are batteries that we use for microphones on stage, no? Mulaba nabadde ntunde Morokai yange. Ebintu byange nabitadde muno. Ebintu byange nabitadde muno. So I'm literally trying to like figure out where did I put what, and some of those things I don't know, but hopefully I'll find them. I was also looking for this power bank ngasima injeri nekato omuntu gonna kuzize mu lokiri wabo bunanizi wanne ebintu yanga jabbinga manti why atawalesemu kimu those batteries. Anyway, Arthur, you go for a Noah. Sisobola. Maram Road 10 kilometers about 3 times a week. 10 kilometers of Maram, that's 30 kilometers a day. That's 30 kilometers a week. In total, the week of the kilometer meka Isaac. In total, the distance on a week, that's like your daily, your like weekly thing. Like every week in kilometer waste a week. Every week in waste. What kind of recommendation can you get for me? 32 million in the bond. And how much is my inspection blade is 450,000. That money covers 1 day of inspection in the Kampala CBD. 32 million. I'm thinking there's a possibility you can get a Rumion. I'm not confirming that. The last time they were telling us 33, but I'm thinking if you cash 32 is of Wesanga, you can get it. But you can get Subaru Impreza. You can get the Impreza. I am sure we just bought it recently. The Fielder you will not get. Fielder ingam 34, 35. Enunji. The thingy. Yes, we bought the Auris recently as well. 34, 35. Still a good one. You can get the X-Guard like 27 from what I know. That's what I had. The X-Guard is like the cheapest Subaru ever. Because even the Subaru Trezia is like 32, 34. How much? How about me with 15 to 16.5? I get a good practice. It will not be very good, but you can get. You'll get a practice that is like a UBH, UBG. I don't find it to be worth the money. I'm telling you. If you do 120, your bushes should not be breaking down that often. How good of a driver are you? Do you hit the potholes like a mercenary, like you're driving in James Bond, or you're gentle? Like me, Isaac, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a gentle driver. There is a time we are working on the project car and my mechanic said, Arthur, we came and Nemvuga, Arthur, practicing. So I'm that kind of driver. I'm that kind of driver. And I'm telling you, I'm not the kind of person that replaces bushes every day. Like regularly. Tezifa bush ngumwe ziberamu. But I know a mechanic that I've worked with before that is not very good at putting quality things. Afo gwebo mugamba ntugule bush ya sente bweziti nga agireta agiteekamu. Why? You have told him to bring that, but even the money you give him, he still has to save some money. So he brings you the cheapest, very cheapest he can get. And those bushes normally break down. So Isaac, me, I'm thinking your mechanic might actually be the problem. I've seen guys driving Wamaram as if they are driving a tractor or a Land Cruiser 70 series. It affects repairs. Like, do you mean they go fast or slow? Like me, I go fast. 30 kilometers, 40 kilometers. And 40 kilometers on the Maram road is high. Okay, when I reach stretches where people are not, I literally like... But I'm telling you, still even my bushes live long. Shock absorbers live long. Like with the shocks, you just have to buy them from the right place. And I'll give you a plug for shock absorbers on 30th August. I'm going to give you a plug, someone that will give you good shocks. Iranga bakwama shock tezidi yo weka abida. That's the place where I buy the shocks I put in my cars. And how much can I get a Vitz at say UBQ? I don't want to say number plate because the Vitz, the old shape will probably cost you around 26 now in the bond if it's there. But most people are not bringing them anymore. So there is a new shape which will cost you 32. So if a Vitz UBQ old model costs someone 25, 26 million to buy or 24, they'll probably sell it to you at like 20, 21, 22 there. UBQ. I'm not saying it's there because I don't know where it is, but that's the actual value. So, but you might actually find people selling it at 25 because now the Vitz that is in the bond will cost you 32, probably 29 there. So just because even UBQ is not so old. After I'm planning to come soon for inspection the 15 Toyota Sienta versus Raum new model. I'm telling you before you even come, Raum new model, leave the Sienta out of this business. The Sienta is not a very good car, but it's priced very highly. But you say that, so consider Raum new model. And even with 15 million, don't be picky about number plate. If you're going to come and you're picky about number plate, don't come. Tujja kumala olunaku tunyiige ogende ng'onchaye okitegeera. Raums we buy condition, yeah. Raums we buy condition. 17 million good budget for Primo X, which Primo X the 2008. You make 17 million, you'll not get a good Primo X. I was in the bond the other time, the time when we bought the Mark II Grand, and the Primo X's at 17 were all bad. Twali mubibanda. Wish Valvematic. You know, wish is started even at 29, but a good wish will cost probably like 36, 35 there. A good wish. So, but even at 29, someone can get a wish. Like if you don't really care about the quality of car you're buying, or you don't care about extras that come with the car, then I take a trouble in a wish to them the old model. In the bonds, it's actually very expensive, more expensive than even the new one. I don't know why. Some of our guys, I started this broadcast at 5:30. It's 6:30. So that you guys see the experience of driving a Toyota Wish on the broadcast. This is something you have not experienced before, yeah? I've already put my phone holder like that. Like when I'm selling a car, the first thing I take out of your car is a phone holder. Phone holder, yangi. And when the guy was almost making the decision of buying my car, he asked me, I was screen to Sigaza. I told him I'm not taking anything out. Already Mama Ban doesn't like the screens for the kids anymore. Like when I was buying the screens, it literally looked like it was a good idea. She liked it. And then I bought the screens and she did not like them anymore because of my kids' eyes. Already my eyes are sick. So the doctors told me the chances are high for my kids getting sick, like myopia as well. Nenga Bagai, thank you very much for choosing to be here on the broadcast with me this evening. I don't take you for granted. Tell people that I do pre-purchase inspections. And very soon I'm going to be bringing you a service where you pay, the person who is selling, you pay for inspection. It will not be as high as 450, obviously, because we're inspecting your car. So if you're selling a car, you bring it, we do inspection for it. We take pictures. We take pictures. I'll have a team that does that. And then we publish both the inspection report and We publish both the inspection report and the pictures of the car and the video of the car. So, and then we put your phone number there. So anybody that wants to buy that car contacts you directly, comes with the inspection report. Now, their job will be to only confirm what is in the inspection report. And then you negotiate and they take their car. Yes. So that's one service that we'll be bringing for you on our website very soon. Mubenga musobola okolaki okugula muyombya Mark Ayejuka Blair akatuhurira Boaz Waswa Chigundu Godfrey Tambala Waswa Chigundu Kasule Ramadan Ayejuka Blair nkumaze Brian Oloya Kamukama Emmanuel Arnold Sempija Samuel Sharif Kasule Ramadan Kazoba BL Mwesigwa Isaac Sempija Samuel Sharif Richard Damulira Abiola Pounds Derek Aka Atuhaire Trailers Kawagama Enoch Newman Ling Derek Lule Mwesi Isaac Sally James Patrick Mutebi ba VIP bangire ubona tebalabiseko bananga bantu abali mu VIP abasasula membership yawa no buli mwezi. I salute you Karota Uganda Patrick Mutebi Katumba Hamid no Dr. Kasude Matia VIP Crypto Mlio Badada Sally James Nkumaze Michael Yuji Chikawariki Alahi Arahim Nation Wamala Henry Mulumba Starch Events Ismail Mutachala Nkumaze John Sempix and really Seninde Isaac Maseruka Blade FX Moses Mob Rise to Greatness Nuwaha Norman MM. Arthur, do you do pre-purchase inspection for eyeglasses? No, I don't. You people. Even me nange mantegera mu glasses so inogende wo omusawo nakola ki nakukebera nakugamba and then newera mundabiramu ngotekako frame and when I was buying these frames I was just buying the most affordable frames I could get. I still have my old frames like these ones so I could not afford to make like these frames have a blue thing, so I just decided next time if I have to change the glasses I'll have to have a pair with me. So I just bought this like one of the most affordable frames you can get where I bought. So I don't do pre-purchases. Sometimes I also buy based on price. Katunda boyante kao. Amina, Brian, Emma, thank you for coming. Guys, I'm going to sleep now. I'm going to relax. You know, I say I'm going to sleep like I'm going to sleep, but when I go then I can't sleep. Watch together. But guys, thank you very much for being here. I don't take anyone for granted. Even the guys that are watching this broadcast tomorrow or the next day or in the night, thank you very much. I'd like to remind you that 30th August we're going to be at the Love for Cars Convention, but the theater ticket is only 50,000. A number katinjina mutwe. Call this number to book your ticket: 0760 045 116. 0760 045 116. That's the person you should call if you want to book your ticket. And yeah, atuberenga tugenda maso ate nabagambe ticket ejirako magazine, ejirako emmere, ejirako ebyokunywa and a lot of fun and learning. Yeah, Musime Kim Job, yes, thank you for coming. Relevant of Christ Ministries, thank you for coming. Bana guys, kangende. Today I'm not washing this car. Minajua bakanabe kumacha because I have to take it back to the owner again tukula nnyo. So when I reach office ngajua bakanabe bajoze bajipepete. Lubura Chris Fitness. Mwe bagaye mva mu gym leone Chris Fitness wali Kampala. I had wanted Chris to shooting our session tumalageko nayo tuzagenda mu gym ya base season ezange ezesatu. Muna Chris Fitness bwe mutwala mu gym yesatu ngaseka. Osegera neze gym ezesatu nzimanyi ne kalere nyina gym gye manyi ya 12. So if you just sasula gym yo mutwalo sasula ali gym ya binolya nemmere ya kanana. So guys, abali bagamba for me to record my gym session, I'm going to talk to my team nga Krista naddayo to recording eyo session yemu naye kati Chris nja kujja nkwetegekedde teri kunsekerera. Chris I know obuntu bwakola ngalinga ayagala okunda bisobulabisa. But anyway, mukama abampeera omukisa. I'll see you tomorrow morning. ngenda kwebaka 7:30 most likely jatanga 7:30 naye ne motoka endeje tika mundabirwa mnyinzo okwesanga nyino kera abasirikale mbayite ko bangu anti endabirwa mbulaji olwatika lunene luve no paka eri ne nyine yagambye ayagala funa gas agenda teka mundabirwa mundala lwatika lunene toyina boyita musirikale lugira bwati ida abayi no kulye 5 obukwe ekipapula atenge 5 ayizo zigana nze wogana 5 lwakuwa kati abasirikale ate balina akakodyo mwe bagaya batanakama era mukole motoka just work on your cars, make them perfect. Asirikale balina akakodyo takuba kipapula. Their goal is to waste your time. You see, if a traffic officer brings you to a police station and parks you, no one else can handle your issue until that person comes back. So what they will do, they will tell you to get to police, bakuparking veyo, and they will waste like 4 hours of your time. And then in the evening when they come, they'll give you a receipt and then you'll go. Ontegera. So that's the new mechanism they use. Tugende bajja kuntagetinga kambiveeko ebyo, but that's the mechanism they use. Kati ogenda okulaba gobo ine ebyo kola ebirala ngoina mutemera. I am telling you, it's sad. No genda okulaba ngoina kumutemera asobola okuta, otherwise agenda kutwala kuleke ku police obere anti batu yagamba egenda ku inspection emotoka bana boberi mumbera nungi ai ovyajja nga mulindinda kai ovyajje. Era na guys, work on your cars. Mukole motoka emotoka bulaba ngempira kitandise okugwerera kuteeka kemipira emipya endabirwamu ejja ku mwaka atika teeka mu endabirwamu ontegeera bulaba nga lanje etandise okuperuka batikati bulaba nga balubu tezikola teeka mu balubu bwa permit yonge weddeko funa permit empya akuyimirize nga talina kyakugamba obeere mukambwe. And for me that's what I do. Otherwise tebakyagaba bipapula bakimanye bipapula tetukyabitya. Ate bakimanyi nti kati papula wede tumanyi government ina mechanism ya automatic izili EPS auto EPS kanao bali balina okuyiya. I'm thinking that's innovation. Kati boye bagamba eteka limpa authority ekutwala imoroka ogitwali wa IOV kati ogenda okugatagatamu obudde olumba ogenda mu meeting ku mulimu ngoina mu atawo balya nyingi tebakyalya ziri entono kati abo balya nyingi era bwogwa ku traffic nga kuba ekipapula yalina omutima omulungi ekipapula tokayana na ekwata ekipapula gendo osasule ekipapula oyige nemwe mukama abawo omukisa. I'll see you tomorrow morning ku live broadcast ya Monday Money Smart Monday. Mukama abampeera omukisa. Ciao.